Morning, guys. Happy Friday. Made it through week 2 of our quarantine. I think a lot of you already know that the governor of Massachusetts has extended the school closures until May 4th, right? So we've got a long road ahead of us, but we're going to stay locked in, we're going to stay engaged, and we'll all pull through this together. So moving forward, a few things. Let me check my notes here. I've received a lot of great feedback on the YouTube video. Some of you have already subscribed. That's awesome. Some of you knuckleheads disliked the video, which is you're free to do that. That's fine. But big thanks to those of you who subscribed and are locked in and engaged in watching the videos. Cool. So thank you. What else? I've already received a lot of historical memes. I need to sort through them over the weekend. I've received quite a few from you guys. Some of them are really funny. I'm going to try to post as many as I can, and give credit to those of you who sent them in, right? So some of them are really great. Some are really hysterical. And I'll always take submissions on those for Historical Meme Monday, all right? So moving on to the post and what I've attached for you today, I've attached a bunch of videos about our favorite Egyptian city, Alexandria, right? And I know that, it wasn't originally an Egyptian city and Alexander created it. But given our, lengthy study of Alexander, and it is in Egypt, right? I thought it would be cool to attach. So the videos are from a video game called Assassin's Creed Origins. And Assassin's Creed Origins takes place in Egypt, right? And part of that journey in Egypt is going to the city of Alexandria, right? What's really cool about this is that the developers of the game worked extremely closely with historians and scholars to make sure that their version of Alexandria was accurate, right? And so they did a fantastic job of creating this feature in the game where they give you a guided tour through the city of Alexandria. And it really comes to life, and you can really see what it looked like. You can see what it was like to be there, the sounds, the people. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So do check it out, and comment below with what you thought about the tour and so on. Any questions you have, and I'll do my best to respond to them, right? So there's a bunch of videos below the post where you can check that stuff out. Let me check my notes. We're probably going to stick with Egypt for the time being into next week, and then move to Mesopotamia, and then even further back in time to hominids at some point within the next few weeks, and then we'll come full circle and back to ancient Rome. On that note, a lot of you have been doing really well in IXL on Egypt. That's cool. I'll have shout outs for those people on Monday. As always, to get a shout out, you need to have scored in the 90% or above in all categories or all the recommended standards under Egypt, right? The last thing I'm going to talk about before I shut up and let you guys go, that is my heater banging around there, is to make sure you're taking care of yourselves and practicing social distancing. This quarantine, having people stay at home and the governor shutting down businesses, this really isn't about you, okay? You are not in the at-risk population, right? Young people are not as affected, and it's not as life-threatening for young people. The quarantining, keeping people at home is about people who are more at risk of becoming seriously sick, right? So people 60 and above, people who already have breathing problems, etc. It's really to protect them, and believe it or not, those people make up a large percentage of the population in your community. Many people they're finding are carriers of the virus, and they don't even know it, right? They don't show symptoms. But they're still spreading it to other people who could become sick. So this makes it super important that you guys are practicing social distancing, keeping, 5 feet between you and someone else if you have to be around other people, washing your hands, don't touch your face, Make sure you're staying clean. And again, limiting your social interactions with people. They're finding this virus is really contagious, right? It travels through the air, it lives on surfaces for a while. So it's super important that we all do our part in keeping each other safe, because ultimately your ability to socially distance yourself is going to save lives. It will, right? So I know it may be tempting to, see a bunch of your friends, right? And to go to a basketball court and, play a pickup game. I get that's tempting, right? But you don't know, who they're in contact with, right? They don't know who you're in contact with, right? And, you could be spreading the virus further, right? So we all got to do our part. I know it's not fun. I know this isn't ideal. On one side, you guys don't have to wake up and go to school, but on the other hand, it can be tough to stay at home so much. But just know that you are literally saving lives by practicing good social distancing, right? And I can't understate that, all right? So I'm going to do my best to stay engaged here and, keep posting stuff and keep you all updated. And I hope you guys stay locked in, stay engaged, stay strong. And I'll see you guys Monday morning for memes, shout outs, and more videos. All right? So have a great weekend, and I'll see you back on here Monday morning. All right. See you guys. Have a great weekend.